See, VV ECMO weaning is simple. You have to just come down on ECMO FI2 and come down on sweep gas, and then when you want to go for trial off, you have to just stop the sweep gas, disconnect the oxygen pipe from the oxygenator, and you just have a trial off. So you don't have to change anything with the ECMO flow here while you are doing a trial off, and then that's why you don't require to change any heparinization or anything else. So VV ECMO weaning and trial off is a simple procedure, and you can do it easily. The next comes is a weaning and of trial off or a VA ECMO. Okay. So when you talk about giving a weaning and trial off a VA ECMO, again assess the patient whether the patient is fit enough for weaning, whether the lung function is heart function is recovered. See whether other organ functions like liver, kidney, they are recovered reasonably. Okay. So first you assess the functions recovery, the heart recovery, of the overall body recovery. Once that recovery takes place, you feel that it is acceptable, then go and look at the parameters like lactate levels, like echo. Echo, the important parameter is not only the ejection fraction, but you have to look at the ejection fraction, you have to look at the VTI, you have to look at the TDSA, and you have to look at the any MR there or no. Now, if that is all been taken care of, then next thing is you need to do is you need to start coming down on ECMO flow. So you come down on ECMO flow to a minimum of idle flow. What is idle flow is 20 ml per kg is known as considered as an idle flow. So you come down gradually on a ECMO flow, slowly, say around 500 ml per kg, 500 ml every 2 hourly or 3 hourly in adult patients. Again, now how fast and how quickly you have to do trial off and weaning, that depends upon the underlying cause. For an example case with poisoning, they usually recover fast and you can do trial off faster, weaning faster. But if the patient with a ischemic heart, the weaning and trial off is going to be slow procedure, so you have to grow more gradually. So that is that thing you have to keep in mind. So you can decrease the ECMO flow, say in an adult patient by 500 ml every 2 hourly, and assess the patients in terms of hemodynamic monitoring vitals, where the patient is going to tachycardia, whether this patient is able to maintain the mean arterial pressure, the pulse pressure. So look at the saturation. So whether patient is tolerating all that procedure very well. Do an ABG and see the lactate levels. If the lactates level are going, if the lactate levels is going high or increasing, then probably you think that your weaning may not be successful. Do an echo when you come down to idle flow, to repeat echo and see whether heart is taking the load or no. So when the parameters you need to observe here is basically one pertinent to the heart, whether heart is able to tolerate the weaning and heart rate is able to take up that much of load or no. That is one thing. And second parameters you need to keep it in mind is the tissue perfusion. Whether you are able to maintain the tissue perfusion well when you are coming down on the flow. If either of these things does not match, then probably you have to withdraw or withhold the weaning and trial off. Third thing, you have to look at the lung status. How is the lung status is. Sometimes your heart recovers but the lung does not, and lungs take longer time to recover. And in that scenario, so in that scenario, if the lung is not is taking longer time to heal, then probably we might have to switch over to VAV first, and then remove the arterial cannula and just keep the patient on VV ECMO. So you have to look at the lungs, the overall functioning of the heart, and the functioning of the rest of the organs and the tissue perfusion. Okay. Now once you come to an ideal flow, say around 1 liter of flow in adults or around 20 ml per kg in case of pediatrics, okay, then you can give them a trial off. So again, before giving trial off, you have to assess the patient first. After assessing the patient, start giving trial off. So for that, you have to connect the patient, connect a bridge in the circuit whether the bridge is there or no. You have to just see. If not there, you have to connect the bridge in the circuit. Okay. So we'll just show you the bridge. Just 2 minutes. They are just doing that, and I will just show you. So this trial of for VA ECMO is for almost around 10 minutes, around 1 hour. In that, what you have to do is you have to separate the patient from the circuit. Okay. So you have to separate the patient from the circuit for almost 1 hour and see how they remains. You cannot keep the circuit clot stopped for a long time because it will get clotted. So you have to increase the heparinization as you come down on the ECMO flow. You have to increase your heparinization. So ACT which you used to keep around 180, you might have to keep around 200 to 220, and when you give a trial of, it has to be 220 ACT. ACT has to be monitored both from the patient as well as from the circuit, because now both patient as well as circuit both are separated from each other, and so you have to monitor both the ACT separately. Okay. That is what is required. Now I'll show you how you have to do a trial of. Okay, fine. Okay. Sorry. Fine. This is what a stopcock bridge is. That is what I said. This is a three-way you have connected. So this bridge, there is an option that you, whenever you want to keep it closed, you can keep this bridge closed by turning this three-way on both the sides, so the bridge remains closed. Whenever you want to open, you can open the three-way and keep the bridge open. Okay. This is the venous access. This is the arterial access. You are on ECMO flow of say 1 liter. Okay. Then what you need to do is, okay, now you have to follow certain steps. Okay, the first step is whenever you want to come off ECMO, okay, for whatever the reason may be, whenever you want to come off ECMO, the first thing is you need to claim the return line. Okay, you open the bridge and then claim the venous line. Okay, so when you do like this, you have claimed now the return line is claimed, the drainage line is claimed, so nothing is going to the patient, and the circuit, there is a blood is moving in the circuit. Okay, so circuit will not get clogged, and the circuit will keep on moving while there is no support to the patient, so we are able to find out whether the patient is tolerating unloading or patient is not tolerating the unloading on that. So that is one thing. Then when you want to come again, After 10 minutes, you have to go back on ECMO, because this blood is going to remain stagnant here, so it might get clotted. So every 8 to 10 minutes, you have to release the clamp for say 15 to 20 seconds till the time it gets cleared up. So when you want to go back on the ECMO, release the vein first, as what we do at the time of initiation. Clamp the bridge so the bridge is closed, and you open the return line. So the whatever blood got accumulated will get cleared up. You can wait for 15-20 seconds. Then again clamp the artery for the second round. Release the bridge and clamp the vein. So now again there will be circulation taking place in the circuit. Nothing is going to the patients. Now while you are doing this, when you are doing this for almost 1 to 1.5 hours, you have to assess the patient in terms of hemodynamics, in terms of echo findings, in terms of lactate levels, and as I told you, you have to monitor ACT every half hourly of the patient as well as of the circuit, and you have to maintain the ACT around 200, around 220 or so, and if it's less than that, you have to give the heparin to the patient as well as to the circuit, and try to maintain the ACT around 200, around 220. Echo findings may most important is you have to look for the TDSA, VTI that are more reliable as compared to your only ejection. Look for MR if the patient has got an MR. Still trivial or mild MR is fine, but if still MR is moderate, probably not the ideal place to give a trial of. So these all factors are important that you have to always keep in mind. Okay. So I think with this I finished with how to do a trial of. I'll again just repeat it once. When you want to come on ECMO again, so now we have to declamp the vein first, clamp the bridge VBA, and declamp the artery. So it is VBA. Once the blood is moved inside, clamp the artery first. Whenever you want to come off ECMO, clamp the artery first, release the bridge and clamp the vein. Okay. These steps you need to know.